3.5. We were kind of making jokes that it was a Beau flex day because you do the flex. So you had 4 flexes out there.
Yeah, I got to work on the celebration game. But yeah.
What was it about the psycho package that you were able to take advantage of and get to the quarterback that many times?
I think just because we have so many great edge guys, like having Dez and Kamen and then also Jabari out there, kind of puts the stress all around. So it makes it really hard on the O-lines and the offenses. So I think just having those guys there with me that helps a lot, I'd say.
What is the feeling of, like, it just seems like the momentum that you all have, maybe as a front four, the guys up on the defensive line, it seems like this is like a snowball sort of gathering steam. Watching it, does it feel that way playing?
Yeah, I think the energy has been very good. I agree with that. I think it's all a mentality and just trying to go in there and take over games as a front and as a defense and all. I think it's been working pretty well. Yeah.
Max said that, and Jeff said this too, Coach Collins, that you guys went back to some of the basics during the bye week and some things have been simplified, and as a result, you're quicker off the ball.
Yeah.
Can you kind of take us through how things being simplified get you quicker off the snap?
Yeah, I mean, I think just kind of like what we talked about like during fall camp, like just letting us be able to play more it's been a big thing, especially these past couple of weeks, and just trying to like being confident in ourselves and knowing that we can beat who we're up against and we don't have to do too much to do that. Like if we just let us play, and I think that showed it's worked pretty well. Yeah.
Well, there was a drive in the second quarter. You actually had back-to-back sacks on back-to-back plays. If I remember correctly, the first one you had dove at the guy's leg, and the second one you just kind of beat the defender and got through. What do you remember about? I guess I know you just got off the field, but what do you remember about those 2 plays?
Football moves fast. I don't remember too much. I mean, I just know the energy was all super hype, and I was happy that we could get off the field and get a stop. I don't know. I kind of like try to move forward in those times, but yeah, I don't know. It's definitely very exciting.
You tripped the guy up, and then the second one was a spin move on like the right tackle. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we had like a break, and then the guy started to try to scramble, so I spun out. Yeah, I remember that. That's good.
I guess how for you guys, obviously, these last 2 games, it seems like, and Mac was obviously touching on it as well. The defense is kind of, clicking in a different way than it was, obviously, during the slide. What aspects or what elements of what you guys have done these last couple of weeks do you feel coming out of that bye you can kind of carry into those last 3 games?
Yeah, I think the bye was huge because we got to kind of get our bodies back right, but more so like get our mentality back in check and like that's knowing that that's not who we were and like going back to our roots and just being able to truly dominate mentally. And I think that was a big piece for us.
Now that you found that, how do you maintain that through another bye week? You get back to 2 in 4 weeks.
That's the question. Consistency is the biggest thing. So, yeah, we just got to keep working at practice like we have been and trusting God's plan for us, and everything will work out.
They had 1 completion in the first half.
Really?
Were you guys aware of that at all?
I was not. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Is there any specific instructions you all get when that psycho package is called, or is it just basically like go get after them?
I mean, there's a couple different ways we do that, which I'm sure y'all can see, like when we're in like the 5-0-5 versus like the even front, but probably shouldn't get too specific.
It's okay. Whatever you want to do.
They don't understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just I like being next to Dez a lot. I think having both of us on the same side puts a lot of like I go at the 3 tech. I don't know if y'all see that or know what that is. So me and Dez will be on the same side a lot. And I think that's pretty cool because we can almost like work together a lot,
right.
and
play off
I think
of
that's
each other.
really cool. Yeah, and we'll have some like tells and stuff that we work on throughout the week, and then we like actually do it in the game, and it's pretty cool to see that actually work.
The first sack looked like you and Rucker were twisting inside at the same time, maybe.
The first
or maybe
sack?
it just worked out that way. Very first sack of the game.
The first one, was that when I did the play action? I did like the up and under thing? Or?
Yeah. You and Kamen got there at the same time.
I think, I don't know, they were just doing like a play action pass, and then the guy tried to zone, so I just went under. I don't know what Kamen was doing on it. I don't really remember what the play call was, but yeah.
Y'all got there at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always good.
Coach Collins often tells us that Dez may not be putting up the numbers, but he's doing so much to help the rest of you guys put up some of the numbers. When you're next to him in that psycho package, what is he doing that allows you to make the play? Is he occupying more than one blocker? Is it the way he occupies the blocker? What does he do exactly?
I mean, I think for him, just like he's a super high motor guy, and like his effort's always there. So I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like that as much as like it still works for him to make the play too.
Yeah.
It happens to go to me today, but yeah, I don't know. He's a super high motor guy, and the effort. I mean, I think he had 1.5 today too, or one,
Yeah.
something like that.
He missed a couple.
Yeah.
They whipped him.
He was back there. a lot.
He nearly killed Caleb Koss too in that one play.
Bo, how would you assess just the vibes of this team right now? You had obviously the 4-game losing streak.
Yeah.
These last 2 games, seems like you poured out a lot of good stuff and have a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff going for you.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool to see the team work, because like this is kind of how it felt like all year, like during practice for us. But then like actually coming out here on game and like seeing it work out that way has been pretty cool. Like I feel like we're playing as a full team right now, offensively and defensively, and I don't know. That's probably what I'd say. Like the vibe wise, like it's been awesome to see like the offense kind of dominate, and then we just pick up off each other and it just keeps getting better and better.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Appreciate it, Bob.
But it was kind of special today.
Oh, yeah.
The running's one thing, that shovel pass.
Mhm.
And he just took off. It looked like some guys could close, but he put it into another gear. Just take us through that play and what it's like for you, when you just get him the ball a little bit in space and he's gone.
Just tells you how patient he is. On that play, it takes a lot of patience for it to open up and get the right hold that we need for that play. And they had 2 off the edge. I'm sitting there with the ball, and I'm like, come on, you got to look. They're coming. Last second, he looks, gave him the ball, and he takes it to the house. That's just the type of player he is, I mean, he's always going to do the right thing, always going to be in the right place at the right time. And it was a well-executed play from both O-line and O.
I'm sure as a quarterback you want to throw a lot, but you only threw a couple times in the second half because of the way the game was playing out and Omarion was doing what he did. That is a positive. How much a positive? How much are you cool with the idea that, hey, if I don't have to throw, we just give it to him, we're going to salt this thing away?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Second half, just kind of had a feeling like, okay, we're going to throw it a little bit, but not as much. I mean, the O-line was just doing a heck of a job, just getting pushed, just pushing them down the field and just hammering it right down the throats. And Big O, you already know what he's going to do once he finds a crease, and he did exactly that. So as we kept going in the second half, I started to think, I was like, are we going to pass the ball or what? And then we never did, and I was like, we won. That's all that matters. And so, I mean, it just tells you what type of team we have leading to this point right now. Everybody's just hungry from both offense, defense, and special teams, and we're just going to keep rolling the dice from here.
To go off of that, what do you remember about that play? That drive. It was a 7-play drive. Amarion got it all 7 times. He started off with the 43-yarder. Just what do you remember about that play and how, I guess, special is it to have a running back that just gets in and goes every single play of a drive like that?
Oh yeah, I told O after the drive, after we scored, I go back and go, that big one he had on the sideline? He goes, yeah. I was like, you made me look like a fool. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, you can see me right behind you running with my hands up thinking you're about to score. He was like, they took a good angle. But that's just all it lasts right there. And then we go down there in the goal line. They're a really good defense in the goal line. Like, their defensive stance is really good. And as we had a timeout, we're coming off the field, and then we have to go back. Everybody's just like, we got to get this in. Like, one play right here. Give it all you got, and we did. It was 4th down, and we ended up getting it. And just tells you what type of character we have from an O-line and offensive standpoint.
Did you have one?
Yeah. Matt kind of described the post-game, locker room scene, and that Omarion kind of gave a speech. What did that scene look like? Can you describe that a little bit more?
Actually, I'd like to ask y'all a question. How do y'all think that went?
Well, he said actual words.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Right.
He said, good job, O-line. He was
Right.
like, thank you,
Good
O-line.
O-line.
Yeah, that's it. And that's all you got out of him. I mean, not a guy that's going to talk too much, but when he's on the football field, you want to have him out there.
But if he's going to give you a word in front of everybody, that means good things happen, right?
Oh, yeah. If he's talking, then we're in good hands.
What's going on with his left eye?
I have no
I mean,
idea.
the thing is like almost all the way closed. We
I
got.
guess.
I mean, it was like that this week. We got photos of him.
No idea.
No.
No idea.
Seems like you're getting more comfortable every week, knowing when the pressure's going to come, when to run, when to scramble. It seems like the plays you were able to make today maybe you couldn't make 3-4 games ago?
Oh yes, sir. I'm a guy all about I kind of relate this to my faith. I'm a guy that I don't know what's going to happen, but I believe Christ is going to put me in a great situation at some point. And in the beginning of the season, I had some rocks to kick and get things going in my way. But at the end of the day, I just knew what type of football player I was and what type of football player God made me out to be, and I knew it was going to click. And when it clicks, when everything clicks with me, then we can win football games. And as we're seeing now, I'm a lot comfortable. I'm understanding a lot more, and it's just going to keep getting better and better as we go.
How did you get away from 11 on the one? The ball you threw to Kobe on the run in the late first half. Number 11, Patrick Payton, I think is his name. He was coming off the left edge. Looked like he almost had you.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's just shout out to Coach Christensen right there. He has us after practice just running sprints just in case something like that happens, and it's paying off. And that's just something I really cherish him for just making sure we're doing the right things, because you never know what's going to happen. And today it showed his preparation for us. It showed in the game, and I had to go make a play. And Kobe made a heck of a play as well.
Your second scoring drive, 16 plays,
This will be your last one.
16 plays, 93 yards, 8 minutes, something like that. You had 6 first downs in a drive. You converted 3 third downs. So is that possession, is that the offense you've seen for a while in practice that we've heard about that hasn't consistently been on the field? Is that what you guys really are and can be moving forward?
100%. This week was probably the best week of practice, if I'm being honest with you. Like, we just executed as an offense and knew the game plan thick and thin, and we just knew coming in here it was going to be a dogfight, and we had to make sure we had all cleats in the ground and kept moving forward, and we knew it was going to take a team effort, and it did. And that's just something, as we progress, the offense is just going to get better and better. As I get comfortable with everything, then we can literally do anything we want.
Did y'all give Mac the game ball? He said he got a game ball for beating Florida State. Who was responsible for that?
Coach Galloway was.
Okay.
Oh yeah, his first time beating his alma mater, and that's just something for me coming into the game. I didn't even know this, but I mean, after the game, me knowing it, I was like, we needed that one. And so it was just things like that, the little things like that, just not only playing for yourself, but playing for the other people around you, and that's what we did today.
All right.
Thanks, Charlie.
Thanks, Jeff.
Awesome. Thank you.
So you gave a speech.
A little speech. Shout it
2
out.
words?
Yeah.
I asked you the other day, what would it take for you to give a speech? I guess, 265 all-purpose yards and coming down here and getting a win. What was that like? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and say something to these guys.
Really just them having my back the whole game. Just I can't do it all by myself, so it's definitely my O-line. They went crazy today. I feel like I just definitely needed them, giving them a shout out and everything.
What was the reaction to the guys when you actually did say something?
Everybody just started cheering and everything.
This could become a thing, the post-game speeches. I mean, it seems like
Yeah.
this is becoming a thing.
Yeah, it could. I might start saying more and more each time.
Can you take me through the shovel pass and how that progressed?
Oh yeah, it was just good play call by Chip Lindsey. I feel like he had it set up directly, like how the defense was aligned and everything. So I feel like it was a perfect play call for him.
All right, what do you remember about, there was a drive where you got the ball 7 straight times. It started with a 43-yarder, and then it ended with you getting a 4th and 1 touchdown. Just what do you remember about that sequence and just how, frequently you were able to get it that time?
I just knew I had to. If it's 4th and 1 or we're close to the goal line, I know I had to get it in. I knew that's one of the main things I wanted to do. So I just had the mindset that I wanted to finish it.
Were you tired after that sequence, getting it, 7 times in a row?
Well, I wasn't really thinking about tightening it. I was just trying to get it in the end zone right now.
35 touches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again, we asked you the other day about 47. If you're going to get the 47,
Yeah.
you don't appear. Your 35th touch looks the same as your first touch. Take us through that. Take us through having a 35th touch and being able to continue playing at that same rate, that same level.
It's really just a mindset, just trying to get it each and every play and everything like that. And then O-line, they're doing a good job blocking everything. So if they can get me to the second level, then I got to finish the rest.
One thing that Max was saying to us is that the team that has, taken the field the last 2 weeks is closer to the team that he's been seeing in practice, things like that. What do you think the last couple of weeks has allowed you guys to, allow what's taking place in practice to translate to the games?
I just think we all got the same goal, same mindset, everybody on the same page, communication with each other. Everybody just wants it all, and then I feel like we're just all putting all into it to finish off the season right.
Maureen, your numbers in high school were crazy, obviously.
Mm.
Is that the last time you had a 5-touchdown game? Did you have a 5-touchdown game in high school?
I'm not even sure. I think I might have one time in high school before. Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously the first time in college.
Yeah, sir.
Did they do anything special for you? I mean, I know they were kind of mugging for the camera when you scored on the screen pass. Like, I think JJ and those guys were holding up like 5 hands or whatever. Did anybody do anything special for you when you got the 5th?
Nah, but me and Natron, we definitely like took a picture and everything after I beat his record and everything.
Was that on the sideline?
Yeah, Lee,
And the one with your line too.
Oh yeah, and I definitely took a picture of my O-line.
When was
as well.
that?
Lee Pace tweeted it out during the game. Lee tweeted it out during the game.
The photo?
Yeah.
You and Nate, him and Natron?
Oh yeah.
Did you know that you're the 4th Tar Heel to do that? 5 touchdowns in a game?
Yeah, they told me. Well, actually, not the touchdowns. They told me after I got the 5th one. They told me about that.
You told us a few days ago you're going to wait till after the season's over to think about stuff like that. But you're in the moment now. 5 in one game, 4 Tar Heel to do that. What does that mean to you with all the other boxes that you checked today?
Something I probably more think about after the season. Right now, I'm just focused on the next game, trying to get ready for beat the next opponent.
Maureen, what's going on with your left eye? Did you get popped in the eye? It's squinty these days.
I'm not sure. Probably. I'm not sure.
I mean, have you noticed it? Like, we've noticed it.
Nah, I didn't even notice it. Coach Porter, he said that my eye was like a little down or something like that, but I didn't even notice it.
Okay, so your vision is not affected in any way by this.
No, that's it.
All right.
Mario, did Natron have a reaction to you passing his record, or not just even a reaction, but did he have any special words for you, knowing that you passed him in yards?
Yeah. He's been joking with me all week about just slowing down so he can keep the record and everything like that. But yeah, it's all love between me and him and everything like that. So
when you're racing 43 yards, you say, take a knee, take a knee.
maybe. Well, I mean, he said if anybody the one to break it, he would definitely want me to break it. So I mean, it's all love between us.
All right, we got to roll AC through there.
That is the primary difference with the way the defense has played the last 2 weeks as opposed to previously.
I say the biggest difference is we all trust each other. I feel like maybe during tough times we had dealt with adversity, and I feel like maybe people didn't trust each other. People were worried about other people, but I feel like we're all just trusting each other's job and we're all doing our job. So that's how things are working out.
I would imagine guys make plays early in a game
Yeah.
that quickly establishes that trust for that game, especially since that was something that you guys were needing to kind of build on, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Tell us about Beau Atkinson today. I mean,
Yeah.
he was unleashed.
Yeah, he was amazing. I mean, plays come every week is someone different. Last week, Ruck had, whoever had week before Javard. Everybody's just having a week. It's gonna come. The plays are gonna come, and Beau, it was just Beau's day today.
Mario, one thing that Mac was saying to us a few minutes ago was he feels like the team that he's seen in practice is starting to translate into games, as far as the last 2 weeks. What do you think is starting to, I know you touched on it, defensively, but what do you kind of think is allowing for the translation from practice to, take place on Saturdays?
Yeah, I feel like the having fun aspect is something that we have fun and we all smiling and just playing now in practice. So we got to translate that same thing to the game. So just relaxing and but being focused, but also relaxing and not being too tense in the game and just playing how we practice.
Does that make it easier to trust too? Because I would think if you're not trusting guys, there's a little stress involved. But if you're relaxed and focused, there's not as much stress. So maybe it's easier to trust teammates that way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that? Just kind of, for you personally, not saying you didn't trust guys, but just kind of take us through what it would be like being relaxed and and confident and trusting.
Yeah, it's more so like when certain plays happen, there's a big play is going to happen, and it's more so about trusting that we can fix whatever happened and not trying to do someone else's job that maybe somebody didn't fit the play or somebody didn't do their job that play, but just trusting each other that next time we see that play or next time that happens, we will make that play. Whoever's responsibility that was will make that play. So just trusting each other and keep doing our job. Every time we do our job, a play is going to come to somebody. So we just all got to do our job.
What, as a defensive player, what impresses you the most about Omarion Hampton?
I feel like just his motor. His motor is crazy. Like I never seen him get tired. So I feel like that's just the biggest thing. Like he don't show no, how Omarion, he don't show no facial, no nothing. Like he just always on go. So that's probably the thing that impresses me.
Like a machine?
Yeah, he like a machine, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, you don't have to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right there.
How
Is
does
there a word that you would use?
What is that?
Is there a word you would use other than machine? Is there like one descriptive
it could
word
be a
you would
cuss
use
word
for
too?
him?
No, I'm just playing.
Probably soft. That's probably one.
Well, go ahead, write that right now.
One word I say is relentless. He relentless. Yeah.
17 sacks the last 2 weeks for this
Yeah.
defense. I mean, that's about as good as it gets for a defender. I mean, what is this feeling like, the way
Yeah.
you all are able to get after the passer? And, I mean, these are two offenses that you've really sort of hounded the last
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, we just all, going back to what I said, we all trusting each other. Like the bond between all of us is we're all brothers. We're all playing for each other. So no matter what, we just got to make sure we do our job, and the play's gonna come for everyone. Sacks for everyone. Picks, forced fumbles, everything gonna come once we do our job, and they come to everybody, in different spots, different places.
What's it like as a linebacker when you guys are in the psycho package, knowing you got those three dudes
Yeah.
up there that can get to the quarterback?
It's amazing. We just sit there and let them go free. They run their games. They get sacks. They flush them out. We go make plays. It's amazing. Ruck, Beau, everybody on that package. Everybody can rush the passer. Even Kevin Hester. Like everybody can rush the passer. Everybody can do their job. It's amazing to see.
You guys have another bye week coming up. Obviously,
Yeah.
the last one served you well as
Yeah.
far as resulting into the 2 wins. I guess
This will be it, guys.
carrying what you guys have done these last couple games into that bye week. Just how helpful do you anticipate another
Yeah.
open day kind of being for you?
Definitely great for our bodies. The people that have played a lot of snaps to get rest and see the younger players that we have that's stepping up more, get more reps so they can feel more comfortable in the defense. Bye week's always a great week to just get back and watch the younger players play.
All right.
Good.
Thanks, Amare.